Adding more information in terms of development, the company also diversified a lot, and I would also mention that the company comprises of almost 40 subsidiaries, which speaks a lot about the business domain expansion and almost in all the categories. So guys, can you go to the next slide? Here are the list of the subsidiaries. We know a little names in these, but the subsidiaries are involved in the following industries like, as I mentioned, cloud computing, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and also digital distribution and entertainment. The company's revenues from online retail sales largely surpassed those of its competitors. In 2015, the online retail sales were 5.5 times greater than that of Walmart, making it the leader in the online retail market. So guys, can you go to the next slide? Here is the data. Amazon made 71 like close to $72 billion in online retail sales between November 2014 to November 2015. This was more than the combined online sales of all the listed companies in this table, except Amazon. That was the demand Amazon was having back in 2014 to 2015, and that was the volume of sales it has been done. In the second quarter of 2016, Amazon hit a record profit of straight $857 million on the revenue of just close to $31 billion, and the share price was around $700 according to per share. According to the estimation of the analysts here, the analysts were expected like the share price would be around $350 and the revenues would be around $29 to $30 billion. But it has dominantly crossed the expectations of the analysts. In 2016, the online retail sales accounted to half of the all online retail sales in the whole United States of America. Here is an interesting fact which we would not expect with respect to Amazon. The total revenue of the Amazon in the year 2020 accounts to $386 billion. We all know that 1 billion is equals to 100 crores. Then the figure would be accounted to 38,600 crores. The operating income in 2020 is just $23 billion. So from these amounts, the business is investing into the R&D to improve its offerings to the customers in terms of giving new offers and also to maintain its server capacities. According to Amazon's chief financial officer and also the senior vice president, Brian, these positive, he mentioned that the positive numbers are coming with the result of the working very, very hard on the efficiency of the business and also the benefits of operating at scale on point of time. For all these years, Amazon's online retail sales and profits increased continually. It is going on good, and the company was kept investing into the R&D department, as I already mentioned, to improve its offerings. I would like to show some graphs here, which are entirely depicting the development of Amazon over the years. And I bet the graphs are truly upwarding pointing direction over these prestigious years. The first graph is in terms of the years and the revenue. You can see how the revenues has been increased from 2008 to 2020. Yes, Sukesh, can you go to the next slide? Here are other graphs in terms of the net income and also the total assets in US dollars millions. And the final graph is in terms of the employees, which I already mentioned. The Amazon has a total employees of around 13 lakhs back in like in 2020. In 2016, Amazon it has decided to enter the food and consumable goods manufacturing through Amazon Elements, available only online, that too for American Prime members, and offline through retailing, that is Amazon Go in Seattle. And it is the first brick and mortar convenience food store that employed mobile e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and machine learning and computer vision to allow customers to make purchases without a cashier. We never thought that a store wouldn't be a cashier, but it has been a reality now. Now talking about the Amazon Elements, Amazon has quietly added a new products to its private label Amazon Elements, which previously only carried Amazon own brands of baby wipes. After it's removing the diapers line back in 2015, now Elements is almost having baby products and also have introduced its own line of vitamins and supplements under the brand. Now talking a bit about the financials of Amazon back in the year 2016, However, the performance in the third quarter of 2016, especially in terms of profit, was lower than as expected, where the revenue stood at 32 or close to 33 billion dollars, and its profits were around 252 million dollars, which was very much lower than the second quarter. Like I already said, 857 million dollars, and the stock price was almost decreased to $0.52. But still, the Amazon was the fourth most valuable public listed company in the United States of America. And I already said Amazon's senior vice president Brian already said that the results were coming on the working very hard on the efficiency and also the business operating at a point of scale. But here the business has invested tremendously a lot into the R&D department. So like the business is also planning to invest in the R&D department and also in the other logistical departments in the coming years also. So that is the reasons why the share price of the Amazon is slightly decreasing, and also its operating scale was a bit low when compared to the previous years. Now we have discussed about the business which is stepping into the offline retailing segment, that is Amazon Go in Seattle. So for such kind of new technological innovations to be in practice, then the business, it needs a pool of investments in improving its expenses and operations from all dimensions. So Jeff Bezos is the first person who he made back in May 2016 to raise the capital. So he sold his own shares, that is 1 million of his shares, which was the largest amount he has ever had, close to $700 million. The complete share price was. And in the following months of August 2017, that is the next month itself, Jeff Bezos sold the record of another 1 million shares for around $800 million. That is close to around $1,400 million. With such kind of determination, struggle, perseverance, and also crossing the limits in terms of hard work, now the Amazon Go is a reality, which we are seeing in 2021 with the state of our technology in terms of the infrastructure given inside the stores, revealing the most awaited technology innovations like computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and the sensor fusion, where the customers going for the purchase, checkout, and the payment steps associated with the retail transactions. I would also like to mention that not one store, but a chain of convenience stores in the United States and the United Kingdom operated by Amazon. The store concept is seen as a revolutionary the model that relies on the prevalence of smartphones and geofencing technology, as we know, so to streamline the customer's experience as well as the supply chain and the inventory management. There was a questionnaire conducted, and 72 out of 100 people, like out of 100 customers who visited the stores, they think that the checkout free formats will be successful. And 54 out of 100, they said their experience was excellent, like the top notch experience. And also 35 out of 100 people were said as the experience was good. These are the maximum and the slightest developments of Amazon, which I can say in 17 or 18 minutes of time. But yes, there are a lots and lots of developments which Amazon has showcased in all these years. And also being an ex-Amazonian, like I'm an ex-employee of Amazon, I know how the technological innovations are going on in the industry, and also how the business is hooking up to the years. Thank you. Yes, and the next slide will be presented by Anusha.